Hello again. One of the joys of living partly within a few minutes' walk of Epping Forest, and the rest of the time within a short walk of countryside and mountains, is that a week does not pass without my hiking across country in one way or another. Sometimes this is a fairly simple business, like getting from Loughton to Epping without using any of the paths in the forest. This is a regular game of mine, for I like to visit the Oxfam bookshop in Epping. Then there is seeing if I can get to the top of a mountain and back in under 5 hours. I prefer the mountains, of course, because they give a little bit more scope for being inventive. Approaching peaks like Penarvan and Cribben from the north is exciting because one encounters very few people. I walk from the centre of Brecon because that's the only way to get to Cribben from the north. There are no car parks or anything at the foot of it, as there are on the southern flank of the escarpment where the Storey Arms used to be. That means a 7 mile walk and 2,000 foot climb, get to the top, and then a 7 mile walk back downhill. The climb up Cribben from the north entails some actual rock climbing, of course, which is why I tend to go back via the path which runs from the Col between Cribben and Bigger Run. It was only natural then that I should wish to do a bit of walking in a different kind of landscape while I'm here. The Brecon Beacons are, of course, very old sandstone, sedimentary rock, which has been smoothing away over the years by the weather. But Iceland, by comparison, is still young and rocky. It lies too at the juncture of two tectonic plates, which means that it's likely to see a lot of geological activity for the foreseeable future, so the landscape is unlikely to look like that of South Wales any time soon. I cannot abide the neat regularity of pavements and city streets, and spend as little time navigating such surfaces as is humanly possible. There is something dull and predictable about walking in towns and cities which has a deadening effect. It dulls the mind and crushes the spirit. I shall be back in the Middle East in the spring, and there is some real climbing for you. I lived in the Sinai for a spell almost 50 years ago, and the mountains there are as sharp as needles. I certainly find that the older I get, the less I have patience with ordinary streets, and the more I try to avoid them whenever humanly possible.